Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah. We are live. We are live. YouPlug live.
You share on your Facebook.
Let me just share it on mine.
All right.
Making it to respond there also.
All right. Yeah. Ntotamago will either humble or humiliate you. Okay. Hi everyone. Thank you for joining in. If you are in YouPlug Live, was supposed to. Okay, I was just setting up Instagram.
Yes.
And okay, so Instagram we're on, and then on Facebook we are on. We're just gonna try and share on our pages, and then we'll get things started.
Yeah, we'll get things going. Well, yeah. We're live, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, awesome. I'm excited about this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's wait. Let me share this on mine. Yeah. Where is that?
Yeah, just go to my thing.
I see here profile. People are commenting on a different one. Yes, we are still waiting. Come in, guys. Call your friends. Call your family. Ready.
Yeah, if you're in, just drop us a hi so we can see who you are. This was supposed to be going live on our YouPlug page.
Yeah, sure.
We just had trouble with it and still having trouble with it.
Let me share it.
So yeah, we're just going live on my page, but it's basically for YouPlug, and I hope that the pluggers are in. Oh, hey Zuki, Kuda, glad to have you here.
Yeah, awesome.
We just had trouble, as I was saying, with our YouPlug page, so we went live on mine.
Oh yeah, sure.
But we are glad. This is the YouPlug live that was supposed to take place.
Yes.
Contact YouPlug live that we're supposed to have, but we cancelled it due to, or rather postponed to a date that will work better under, because the third wave is right upon us and we cannot risk taking those chances.
Yeah,
so
sure.
we decided to go virtual.
Oh yeah, sure.
We have a surprise for you. We're gonna start things. Wait, do you have something to say?
No, I will greet first. I will greet after. Man.
After. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting. So
yeah.
We are live both on Instagram
and on Facebook. Yes, we are live. Let's do this. Yes, come in, join in. Let your friends come in. We are happy. Sit on, guys. Sit on. We are ready to do this. Mike, you said what are you saying?
So while waiting for people to come in, we're not just gonna sit and watch you guys.
Yes,
wait.
Coming in, and
we're going to flow into our conversation in a very interesting way.
Oh, yeah.
I see Temba Matubu is also on Facebook. We see you, Temba, as well as Basika_gift. Welcome.
Oh yeah.
Let's do this. So we have a special surprise.
As you can see, we're at the studio here. Meg is gonna do something for us. I'm gonna help him.
Face them,
I can't face them. I need to get the key, right, guys? I'm gonna sing, guys. I need to get the key from Meg. Please, Meg.
That you settle down and you find a girl and you married now. I heard that your dreams came true. Yes, I gave you things I didn't give to you. Someone like you, I wish nothing but the best for you. So don't forget me, I'll say, I remember. Sometimes it lasts in love, but sometimes it hurts instead.
Yeah, no, guys. I mean, don't. When we sing at church, we are the best. It's just we are being hijacked by this thing. But at church, we are we're always killing it. Yeah, we are always killing it at church because at church we're singing for the Lord. No one is judging us and stuff. We are doing it. So yeah.
So actually, it was gonna go better live because we had
some stuff happening there. We had people who were gonna help us. But yeah, it's here, guys. We are live.
Yeah.
We're just gonna wait for another minute. As you guys are connecting and you are joining. We are excited. I mean, this was supposed to be our. I mean, we are ready. I mean, we were ready for tomorrow, but we are fighting alongside those who are fighting the pandemic. Because it's necessary. It's a good thing to do. It's an honorable thing to do. And we do not want to expose YouPluggers to this kind of risk. Yeah. So we wanted to make sure that we are fine. I am excited. I want to do this, man. I'm tempted to just jump in, but let me just see. I'm tempted to introduce myself and jump into this thing, but guys. Yes, say on, and I am excited. If you are in, please do share this page so that it will reach many other people, so that many people will be helped. I mean, we
helped what? Yeah? Helped with what?
With Mujolo. With the relationships. We want people to win in relationships.
So people are struggling.
Yeah.
Sometimes
it lasts. Sometimes it ends in tears. So we need to make sure that it does not end in tears. We need to make sure that it ends.
Look, I'm gonna get this started.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's do that.
This Friday on YouPlug.
Come on, Meg.
Friends and family, welcome to YouPlug. Welcome to the plug that keeps you plugged in.
Yeah, sure.
I am Meg. I'm the head and not the tail. I'm above and not beneath. I'm the child of the Most High God.
Come on,
I'm blessed and highly favored, a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a nation belonging to God to declare the praises of Him who has called me out of darkness into His wonderful light. Friends and family, we want to welcome you to YouPlug Live, and I am not alone.
Oh yes, you are with the one and only. So I think it's nice. I think people think I cut and paste this thing. I want to do it live right here. If you are here and you do not know me, maybe you got this page because a friend shared. We appreciate that. And if you are in here, please do share so that other people will get this conversation. But if you do not know me, of course, nagi opa wa garamalegana ke mna re no msibuda wa gatlafasa wa shadlo ga tagas ngingikidang ka mazulu ka mla tuturusa gi gwabulo beri taba turo moru mutul ko mari tshwane tuda komu and we are just right here, friend. I am excited, and every time when I just hit this clan praise maker, I have new strength, and I just want to do this here. Let's go in, friends. Just another reminder, please do share, and if you have questions as we speak, just make sure that you raise those questions. We will answer them. Note the question, whatever that we are saying, put it there. We will try to answer as much as we can. Let's visit. This was I saw a lot of people were sharing this one because I think other people wanted to challenge this perspective. If it does not work, leave. And I mean that was the thing. If you check it on our TikTok, on our YouTube, and I said dating is not marriage.
Sure.
If it does not work,
leave. Yeah.
And that was a thing.
No,
and,
it caught fire.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Some people were like amen to it, and some people were like, no, you have to enjoy this thing. And now it raised a lot of questions whether does leaving mean that you're not going to even try? Does it mean you're just going to just leave? And how many relationships are you going to even leave? Because there are a lot of questions that came out of that, and that's what we want to talk about. That's what we want today. We want to address.
How does not working look like? But maybe let's. Obviously, we are contesting with different worldviews, and I think it's necessary that we come in live. Two pastors, two young guys, just to state ahead our position as it relates to, because I mean we're busy saying dating is not marriage. If it does not work, leave. But there are people who does not want dating to work at all, because you know we come from different. I mean, I need to acknowledge our different worldviews and where we come from, and in our in other spaces, in other upbringings, and even church traditions. Relationship dating, it's not supposed to be working. Dating is not supposed to be working at all. So we might find ourselves saying dating is not, if it does not work, leave. Other people don't want dating to work at all. So here's our position. We think, maybe I will leave Meg to say so. I think dating is necessary. I think dating is important. The whole point of dating is to get to know each other, to learn each other for compatibility, for marriage purpose. So I think it's necessary to declare my position and maybe our position. I hope you're sharing the same, because if not, we'll have to discuss it right here. No, but that's our position. It's unfortunate if you feel like dating should not be happening, just say it there and we will respond. And I know that we are contesting with different worldviews, but that's our point of departure. We're saying dating is necessary. It should be done in a good and healthy way, and it should work. Sure. Yeah, sure. What do you think, man?
Yeah, I mean, not to waste any time. Those are the views that I hold as well. That dating is necessary. It is a journey. It is not. It's a journey of getting to know each other, because you're working towards something. So if you're working towards something, I think there's work to put into it, and to evaluate, and to just the process, not from single to marriage, straight to marriage. But
in the past, people did it like that.
We had a conversation on this on our YouTube channel. We're not going to discuss it now.
Sure.
We're just stating our views on dating, that our stance is that dating is necessary. So now to the second question, or to the main topic for today, that if it does not work, leave. Or if it does not work, endure. And as we speak, please leave a comment or questions that will address whatever way that it's fitting. Maybe we'll address it then, or even at the end.
And even how much is too much?
How much of endurance?
How much of endurance? For me, I think, Meg, before we even begin to answer that question, I want us to. I mean, we have that question in mind, but I want us to see something there in terms of. I want us just to visit that dating space on its own before we try to compare it with marriage and how much you need to endure and how much you need to live. Okay. But let's look at that. It is not.
And I can't compare. I'm not married.
No, leave the comparison to me. That's why I come in. No, I'm kidding, Meg. I'm sure there's divine revelation there. But guys, here is the thing. As we try to, I think we've put so much weight on dating that it becomes too difficult to live. Okay. Even if it does not work. It is my opinion that we have placed a weight of marriage on dating, that you know the series of episodes when break, it's almost like a mini divorce. Oh, not even a mini, or an actual divorce. The symptoms and how people react to that breakup. So I think we've placed a lot of weight, and I think in my own approach, or what I would like us to get into, is to begin to remove this weight from this, to normalize dating, and remove all this weight that makes it too heavy to live when it does not work.
Okay. And what would that be? What is that weight that we put on to relationships? Because we could argue that if you don't put in the weight and the effort, then it means you're not committed. And we try to do that because we want to show commitment. And obviously, we want it to end in marriage. So what could that weight be?
Some commitment. commitments, and even what we add onto this dating thing. So by commitment, I mean, for example, I'm going to put it in as an example. If you and I are dating, if people are dating, and I can't be able to communicate with you, or I can't be able to meet you as I've said I would. I don't think people should be throwing tantrums, because we are not, because now you know, because of the weight that we have put there. Because dating should be a space where we just get to know each other and see if this thing is going to work. And if I have commitments elsewhere, we need to understand that, because it's not like we are married. But also, that was on the lighter note. But even going forward, I mean, you find that two wonderful people are dating, but the adding of people in that space, whether it's, and I don't want to say it's wrong, I'm just saying whoever that you add, they should understand that you guys are dating. Because now the two of you are dating, you guys are you have visited each other's house, the mothers, there's sisters and siblings, they are added on to that. Already you're a son-in-law. When you go there, they already call you in-law and stuff. It becomes hectic, because even while on that kind of setup, when it does not work, it's difficult to leave, especially if the parents or the friends or the sisters, they've built this kind of relationship with either of you. It becomes hectic, because when you break up, you're not only breaking up with me. It's a, you know, dating has then become a community project. It's no longer this thing between the two of people. It's a community project. I mean, it's important to have people around us, but if we add those kind of weight. On dating to a point where I'm just thinking of something now.
I mean, I hear where you're going, and I want us to focus on the crux of it. The crux. There are no subtitles here today.
Sure.
But if it does not work, that's what I'm more interested in, because I mean, as we're sitting here and stuff, we're not trying to be prescriptive or give objective or absolutes of if it does not work, because we all differ. But if it does not work, what could that look like if it does not work? How do you know that it is not working? Yes, you have put, you know, already, let's for argument's sake, you've put all that weight of marriage onto a relationship. How do you know that this is not working?
Okay. We then have to, my opinion on that. I mean, it's a very, I'm sure YouPlug also have some answers there. For my opinion as it relates to that, just after taking off this kind of weight, as you are saying, the question is, how do you know that it's not working? We move it from community project to personal thing. We move it from there, from these misconceptions and the idea of dating and of relationship, and we move it into a personal thing. I personally believe that before you even entertain someone in your personal space, you need to have this set of values that you build around yourself, whether it's from the word of God, from people around you, but you need to have these values that you have built around yourself, that makes you to be secure in who you in who you are. And every time when you measure, for me, whether it's working or not, is to see if these values that I have and the value of the next person, do they merge? Do they merge, or do they collide and bounce off? Then you will see, and when they bounce and collide off, you will see trying to fight for so many things. You have to fight for attention. You have to fight for all of these kind of things. But it should start with personal values. What are the values that you uphold? I think one of the conversations that we've had is you need to then, as part of those values, you need to learn to say no before you have to say no. So you move into the space, you already know that this I'm not going to cross boundaries with. Before someone even proposes it, for you to already know.
I think that's important, because we sometimes get into relationships without even values, without even knowing what we want. We are really after ideas that we see
that's deep.
on TV. We are after ideas that we see from couple goals and all that, and then we
sure.
say that's what we want.
Yeah, sure.
Whether it crosses, it does not even cross any boundaries because you don't have any.
You don't have any.
It does
yeah,
not
sure.
violate any of your values because it does not have any. So we never know actually if it's working or if it doesn't.
Yeah, sure.
What is working or what it doesn't is an idea, and I think it's important that you go into a relationship not with an idea, but go in with you. But then it begs the question, who are you?
Yes, that's deep. You need to answer. You need to be able to know that. And I have seen, maybe just to fast forward a little bit, but exactly on this point, you see, a lot of people struggle not to be in a relationship because they don't know who they are outside the relationship.
They can't even be with themselves.
And that's a very scary place.
Let me not say they can't. I couldn't be with myself. And really, a relationship then is the reason why then we sometimes can't come out of them, or even if it does not work, we stay, is because all that we've never ever known about ourselves is ourselves in the context of a relationship
with the next person. That's
next person.
Yeah, sure.
So if you have to leave, you are leaving with
part of who you are, because it has already defined who you are.
Yeah.
So you feel like you are leaving a big part of you in that space, even if you are realizing it's not working, even if your set of values are not. When they come together, they bounce. But I think we need to reiterate that when you go into a relationship, you go as you are.
Sure.
Not this ideology or this hot-spotted idea of what a power couple and how a power couple should react and all of those things. Take photos together, walk together, and stuff. I imagine myself, had I gone into this space of relationship with that idea. I mean, you can, me and Jessica is my wife, if you don't know.
I see she commented there, somewhere there, she's there.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah. So I imagine going on that space with this hot-spotted idea. I like being here. I like being on social media. I like being on Facebook. Jessica, just watch. She does not care much about that. Yeah. And imagine for me. Maybe that's part of the reason some photos I just upload of myself, but that does not mean I'm out of love. I'm still in love, but just that I've married a different person, and it's not an ideology. It's the actual person. It's who this person is. So I think that's powerful there. We hotspot ideas of dating from people.
No, exactly, and it still touches to what you said, that moving it from a community project to personal.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not hotspotting from the community, what an ideal. And the reality is, maybe some of us are tuned here into YouPlug to look for what an ideal relationship looks like. And it's not what we can define. It is what you and your set of values are. And like I said, that when it all boils down to you.
Yeah.
And the reason why I subscribe even to this Christian faith, because it first gives me an identity.
Oh yeah, sure.
It tells me deep. It tells me who I am.
You are.
Right. So I'm not applying these principles in the relationship because it's ideas that are given.
Oh yeah, sure.
But it's because it's how I'm defined.
Yeah, sure.
I am. You heard my 10 praises.
Oh yeah, sure.
My holy praise that I'm the head and not the tail.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know, the word of God is just filled for me.
Yeah, sure.
It gives me a definition. It gives me a set of values, and not only does it give me that, but it correlates with reality.
Yes, sure.
It correlates with reality, and that is
where you find yourself.
Where I find myself.
Yeah. Not an ideology. That's powerful, man. I like that. And I mean, on the same train of thought, it's if you are in relationship and it's not working, and you have this set of values set, you have all these things put together that defines you, the boundaries. You can walk out of that relationship with confidence. You can walk out of that relationship with confidence and not being broken to pieces. Because you know this it becomes hectic. The not working part, it becomes hectic because other people tries a lot of things to try to make it work. Other people go to an extent of sharing a bedroom and stuff. I mean, we're speaking within the context of the Christian faith, of course, hoping that will make the relationship to work. But from my knowledge, that barely works. Especially in that case, bounce back.
Oops, you have a lot to say. Let's see if we can entertain some questions.
Oh, yeah, sure.
If we have any. I think it's quite far, so I'm gonna see. We have somebody who's helping us.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So maybe if you can read out those questions, that would really be helpful.
Yeah, sure.
We have a question from Instagram from Kitten.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Should we date with the intention to get married, or should we date to know the person?
I like that. Yo, that's that. Thank you, Kitten. I think that's a very powerful.
Good question.
Two things. It should. I think dating should have an end result.
Sure.
I think it should have an end result, which you need to define what that is. Because then, if you just are working together and you have not defined this thing is going, you will work for a very long time. So I think on one side, in my opinion, is we need to have a goal for this thing. Where do we want this thing to end? Yeah. But also, and I think it's both those questions. I don't think it's one. It's either or. Yeah. You need to have a goal in mind, but also you need to date to know each other to see if you can achieve that goal. Sure. So it's both. No, I don't think it's just one way. I think it's both.
In summary, I'll just say this is what I'll say is that you are dating to know who you're going to be in marriage with.
Yes. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. No, I like that. Yeah. So I don't think there's one way or the. Yeah. I think it's both. Together, we need to have an outcome. We need to have what we want to achieve, because you won't know if this thing, if that you are doing, will achieve that outcome if you have not determined what outcome it is. Sure. So you need to at least have that outcome in mind, but work towards that. With dating, it's hoping to reach that outcome.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
We have a question on Facebook.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
What's your advice when there's already too much entanglement that makes it difficult to live?
What is your advice?
When there's already too much entanglement that makes it difficult to live.
Yeah, sure.
Sure. That is a deep one.
Yeah, sure. And you can't take it light. That's deep.
You really can't, because entanglement already, that word in and of itself.
Yeah, sure.
And it's like what we talked about earlier, that you have. What I'm imagining is this person has given so much of themselves.
Yeah, sure.
In this, like we talked about, placing the weight of marriage in a relationship, and now because they've put in so much, but it doesn't seem to be working out. I think if it does not work for you, as much as it's difficult to leave, whatever the entanglements are, we really plead the blood of Jesus, and I really say it seriously so and humbly so.
Yeah.
If there are people that we need to talk to,
sure,
like psychologists or go for counseling, I think it's really important, and we cannot, rule that out. Yes, we subscribe to the Christian faith, but we have these people that God has provided to help us through that journey of life. See someone, talk to someone.
Yeah, sure.
That's why, because I think it's a very deep. If you talk about entanglements that are, it's like you are, like there's no way out, and the relationship shouldn't.
Yeah, sure. Dating.
Dating shouldn't find yourself in such a space.
Yeah, I like what you are saying. First, consider seeing someone, but also from the top of my mind is, it's not easy to. To acknowledge the difficulty of that, but also my contribution towards that is find those entanglements, define them, because sometimes it's just too much dust that you can't even see what is happening there. If you want to try to make it work, because there could be an entanglement, but you are hoping that it will work, or there could be an entanglement that is making you not to be able to move out, which whatever, maybe you have invested time, resources, and things in that space. So for me, without going back to say it needs to start with you as a person and have those set of values, is within that space you need to be able to say what are the problems. You need to name them one by one, and you need to because the opposite of entanglement is disentangle.
Okay.
You need to, if it has moved this way, you need to move it this way. Sure. You need to look at the two of you in this relationship and what is important between the two of you. What on this entanglement, what are those things that are merely because of the two of you? Sure. And what are those things that are because of others, external factors? Okay. So begin to disentangle those things and see how much external factors do you have in this thing, and then begin to work through those things and see if it's just the two of you. Are you still willing to make this thing work after you've disentangled? I don't think I've done justice, but
I think you've done that.
Yeah, sure.
And if you have also contributions to make on these questions, please feel free to do that.
Yeah, sure.
All right, there's another question.
There's a follow-up from Kitten.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I was asking because with friendships, you get to know the person. So does the dating unlock a part of a person you want to find out about?
I think for me, and this is the problem, when you eventually get friend zoned.
Yeah.
Because yes, in a friendship, it's just defined as that, as friendship. You may have your intentions of saying, okay, I'm just analyzing this person and I want to be with them, and they are not aware. And then they continue with somebody else while you are still
there. Silent heartbreak.
Yeah. So I think dating is an intentional process that you are getting. You let each other know of your intentions.
Yeah, sure.
And what you want to achieve out of that, and not. I mean. Yeah, no, I'm speaking from experience. If you just befriend them and you just get to know them, they will go with somebody, and
if you don't let your intentions be known. Yeah, sure.
Do you have anything?
No, I need to hear the question again.
Okay, right.
I need to hear that question again, just to make sure that
I'll repeat the question and also introduce a new one.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
Great.
Kitten's follow-up was, I was asking because with friendships you get to know the person. So does the dating unlock a part of a person you want to find out about? Then the new question.
Let me just quickly. I think in some point, yes, it does. I mean, obviously, it needs to be clear whether it's dating or it's friendship. When you are friends with someone, you will get to know some things that you probably won't know when you are dating them. And when you are dating them, you probably know things that you did not know about this person when you did not date them.
Sure.
So I think it comes back to what you were saying. It's very important to put your intentions out there if you intend to date this person. So I think there are things that you will know about the person when you are friends with them, and there are things that you will know about them again when you are dating them that you wouldn't know otherwise if you were friends with them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Then we have a question on Instagram from best_the_mathematician.
Okay.
It reads, marital idolatry.
Oh yeah, sure.
How Christians specifically see marriage as an end goal of life rather than salvation.
Sure.
In brackets, of course, albeit subconscious sometimes.
Yeah, sure.
Is marital idolatry echoed by the desire to be, or by the desire to abstain from sexual sin, and an inevitable idea of getting married to exercise our sexual right?
Hey, that question is packed. That guy, we're not trying to solve facts here. I can already hear the mathematician. He wants us to solving X here. We're not trying to be solving X here. That's a very entangled question.
Yeah.
I mean, he speaks about what I could get from that. It's looking at life, marriage being what is that romanticized, in other words,
by the church specifically.
Yeah, even by the church, but even the society too. How it has been romanticized as if the whole goal of life is to get married and not salvation. But I think when it goes to the marital part, he even speaks about, are we getting married in order to cure our desire for sexuality, or what? So I think I don't know. I think that's how I'm understanding.
Sure.
I'm understanding it here. Yeah, sure. I think before you, I think sometimes we've hyped the whole idea of marriage, especially even within the Christian space. Just even to back up a little bit, you know, Christians are very are supposed to be honest, saved people who love the Lord and love other people, and I think it's the Christians suffers a lot of struggling to live. Why? Because of their spiritual background, their commitment to Christ and commitment to things. They want to see things through, even if it's not working. They want to apply faith, they want to apply prayer and stuff. Sure. Within the Christian circle, of course, we have romanticized marriage, and we've made it, I mean, marriage is good. We cannot overrule the importance of marriage, especially when we see it in the context.
Experience.
Yes. I mean, we look, marriage and salvation cannot necessarily should not be divorced with each other. Even within the context of marriage, we continue to be saved, because marriage will expose things about you that you did not know about yourself, that you need to repent from. Whether it's selfish, whether it's greed, whether it's all of those things will be. So we don't stop being saved. So marriage should not be seen as an end goal. It should be seen as the grace that God extended to humanity to even shape us and prepare us for heaven. Marriage is not where we rest. Yes. It's another space where we are being sharpened.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't speak into that, because clearly it's very evident. I think we have another question.
We have a question on Instagram.
Sorry. When you are married, you still need to. And I'm saying this because it just came now in mind. I was speaking about it back with the other person. That especially Christians, when we get married, we let our guards down. We think we don't need to practice self-control anymore when we are married, and that's where the enemy hits us. Self-control even applies when you are married. So you can't get married to want to run away from your desire to deal with the.
My friend, we're still going to do a premarital session.
Yeah, sure.
We don't give out too much.
Oh, yeah, sure. Please check on Facebook too. I see there's a lot of... Yeah, sure. Thank you.
We have a question on Instagram before we move to Facebook. It's from one of our biggest followers.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mari.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
How long should we date before getting married? And as Christians, how do you date and not being judged by the church?
Don't look at me for how long. I'm the bad example for how long to date before you get married.
I think you're the best example. I'm telling you the truth. When we grow up within the church context, we are told, you need to date longer. Not short, so that you will not fall into temptation. But again, that brings that issue of the mathematician, that you get married because you are escaping from this challenge. What are you running from? So so I forgot to acknowledge the question from Mari. Thank you very much for that question. My response to that, I've done that. I think I've responded to a question like that when we were doing the Gospel News SA.
Sure.
My response to that is, we need to date until our brains are the only part of our bodies that we can think of, that we can. If we are, our bodies informed by, if our desire to get married is informed by other things, we're likely to make wrong decisions.
Sure.
And I mean, someone can ask you, how do you get to that point? Because already when you get to date someone, the feelings get high. These things, the ecstatics, they become. So how do you get to that point where you even disentangle? Because that can be entanglement too, where you move from that. That's when you begin to speak about real life issues. If I'm dating you, I will ask you, Mac, when we are when we get married, where are we going to stay? What is the responsibility to your family? What does your parents expect from you? What does your siblings expect from you? All of those kind of questions. Who's going to stay with your mother when she's old? You see, those questions, you can't think by any part of the body. You have to use your brain. And the more you see well, these things does not, the response to this kind of real life questions, and it's not working. That's when you will see we better let it go.
All right. So basically, we don't jump into marriage after a specific period of time.
No.
And still, the longer it takes, we still need to obviously maintain purity and
that's
all
key.
of that. But it's key that we think through these issues with the brain.
With the brain, not with the other.
Yeah. These days, I see it when people are writing tests. There's this purple fruit.
Yeah,
and
that
purple one.
Yeah, and peaches. Until the brain becomes the only part, and we leave the peaches, and the thing is, we will be fine.
Then on Facebook, we have few comments and a question from two of our biggest followers as well.
Yeah.
I'll start with the comment from Jessica. I like the statement from community project to personal thing.
Oh yeah, sure.
Another comment.
That's my wife, y'all.
Another comment from Puseletso, big follower as well.
Oh yeah, sure.
Saying no before you have to say no. Love it.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Great.
And then we've already dealt with this question. Then there's a question from Puseletso. It reads, are we, in brackets, the church or Christians, ready for alternative family structures that we find in our day and age, which don't necessarily include marriage, such as women who opt for pregnancy through IVF and or surrogacy?
Yeah, that's a big question. Eh?
Should I repeat?
So I heard it. That's a big question. Are we ready for that? Alternate. I think for me, I think to a certain extent, yeah.
Are we ready? Yeah. And that's in the church context.
Yeah.
The church space. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. For me, again, if we speak about a family, we then, because we can't use our point of reference or our ideas as we relate to family, we need to go back to the author of life himself as he speak about family and what is the family in the context of marriage and what does that vehicle marriage, what is it intended to achieve, what is that? And when you find a lot of stuff there, Christ calls himself the bride, and the church being the bridegroom, the church being his bride, and he speaks about that kind of love and submission, and still relates to it to eternity.
Sure.
Yeah. So it's a very tricky. I don't think I have an answer yet to that kind of question. Are we ready yet? But that does not rule out the reality that even within the church space, people do IVF. They do surrogacy within the church context. I think that kind of question will have to then boil out to personal conviction. I personally like that question. I think it challenges me to think, but unfortunately, I don't think I have a very clear answer to that. But that's I want to acknowledge that as a very important question.
Yeah. No, it really is. And talking about you mean, are we ready? I just want to answer it simply and say no, we're not. We don't even have conversations around.
Oh yeah, sure.
Some of us are hearing of IVF for the first time,
sure.
and surrogacy. So what those entail and those procedures and all that, we do not know, and we don't even really entertain very deeply. So I don't think we are.
I like that. Yeah, no, that's a very yeah. I hope we don't have all answers, but we are not ready.
Yeah. So I think that's just about it. Thank you, friends and family. If you still have any more, we we're really happy to engage.
To
But
engage.
I was seeing stuff. Temba Matebula saying, "What a serenade of the music! Oh dear!" and Kula was like, "It's the singing for me.
Oh yeah, sure.
I can do it. I can do it again. We can go."
Yeah, no, take us to church. I mean, church will make us even sing better.
In case people are wondering, this is so serious. If a member of Joyous Celebration says it's the sing for me,
yeah,
I am going to Joyous.
I'm coming with you. I'm coming with you. Yeah.
Thank you. And I see a number of us saying that that dating is necessary. Thank you, Dalitso, for that. And like
I saw a question from Reason. How long should one be? Reason Matebula.
Oh yeah, no, it was similar to Mari Matebula's. How long should one be in a relationship?
Should one be in a relationship? I hope we have answered that fairly. Do we have anything on Instagram?
Yeah. No.
We are fine. Yeah, sure. So, guys, I think we have then moved to defining what not working look like. Maybe even to just add on that, apart from the personal values that a person needs to build. I mean, one session that we have had, it was on red flags.
Sure.
Some things are a very clear indication of how of the future of this person as it relates to how they conduct themselves in a current relationship. And I think because within the Christian community, our Christian brothers and sisters are very patient. If it's a sister, they kind of love with this thing at the back of the mind, with exception.
Okay.
We can see, I love this person. It's just only few things that are, but this person this person is good. It's only that this, it's only that it's only that this. And in our mind, when we move to that relationship, we are hoping that we will change that person. And I don't, and changing people, it's not ours, friends.
Yeah.
Even when we do it, we should be doing it for the purpose of discipleship. We don't disciple people for ourselves, because people will just, no, I will teach this person. That's hypocrisy. That's not discipling them for Christ. It's discipling them for you to meet your standard of dating and of relationships. And I've seen many relationships also not working because one, in our Christian language, is spiritual grown, and one is just new in the faith. And this one who has been around for a long time spends a lot of time discipling this other one. So it's more of a discipleship relationship kind of than dating kind of thing. So I think it's important to pay attention to those kind of things. Do we have a question?
One
comment?
Oh yeah, sure.
From Mari. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Yeah, sure.
I'm glad that it's pastors who are having this type of open conversations.
Oh yeah, sure.
One pastor once said, "You should not allow our children to make same mistakes that we made." On Facebook, Puseletso says, "That's very true, Ops. Some things really are clear from the onset, and we sometimes overlook them, hoping that they will magically disappear. Dangerous." Temba says, "Yeah, it's not for us to change people."
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, no, people are not products to be consumed, but if we look at them as persons, as a person of God, because we look more at characteristics that we are attracted to by people rather than character.
Yeah, sure.
So characteristics you can change.
Yeah, sure.
And you can hope that character also can change, because you are trying to build an ideal person.
Oh yeah, sure.
For yourself.
Yeah.
And that's where, and I agree with Puseletso saying that it's very dangerous to overlook these things, hoping that
they will disappear.
Yeah,
yeah. You know, that's deep. I think we need to pay very careful attention to how people speak with us, their relationship with the resources, their relationship with other people.
Mm-hmm.
Those things, most of those things, they barely change. Eh? They and also
no, people are consistent.
Yeah, no.
Behavior is consistent.
It's very consistent. I like that. Yeah, I like that.
If there's something that turns you off with this person, it won't change over. It's most likely not to change over a long period of time. Pella, some of us know how to act and you know and
yeah, sure,
and play along so that you fall in love. But
yeah, sure.
It barely ever.
It barely works.
Even in marriage, that way it becomes even exaggerated.
Because
now you're comfortable. You've got what you wanted.
I like that. I like that, Meg. And also alongside with that, this, I mean, we are all human beings, but you need to, with the person that you are dating, you need to look at how they handle conflict. If you hear a person saying, "I did this because you," I did this because you, it's very close to red flag there. Maybe it's orange, but it's very close to red flag, because they will keep on doing things and saying they are reacting to what you. If you did not do this, they wouldn't have done that.
Sure.
So I think that's necessary. Sure. That you need to navigate those things and see if and eventually you will see when it's working and when it's not working. But the thing is, you need to have a set of values to measure what working and not working is. You can't just say it's working or not working when you are not measuring it against anything. So you need to have this so that you can be able to see that is this, when our worldviews come together, do they collide or do they merge?
Sure.
And I mean, some will collide, some will merge, and it needs to be okay. It's okay if it's not working. You need to part peacefully.
Yeah, no,
not in tears.
No, agreed. It's I really wish that the YouPluggers were present to have this.
Oh yeah, sure.
This conversation in person. I was really looking forward to that. But thank you guys for your engagement in that. I know in a few minutes' time, Instagram is going to be kicking us out because it's limited to one hour. But I think we have spoken in depth what we wanted to to bring to the table. And thank you. I don't know on Instagram if there's anything.
If they have some last few.
All right,
few comments. So in light of what we have said, friends, if it does not work, in light of what obviously we're saying dating is not marriage. If it does not work, leave. We are presupposing a commitment of permanence on marriage. That's why we are having this kind of conversations, because we want to make sure that marriage works.
Sure.
So if it does not work here in dating, let's leave it. But the reason we do what we are doing, we have this kind of conversations as pastors. It's because we want marriages to work. We want people to win in relationships and in marriage. So when we say marriage, when we compare dating and marriage, we are saying marriage is a commitment of permanence. Therefore, when you go into this thing, make sure that you have worked things through as it relates to this dating space, so that you won't have to leave marriage. And I mean, those who have not gone through this kind of conversations, they have to redo these things when they have to do counseling and all of those things in marriage to work even extra hard. So we are bringing this kind of advices to you to say, work around this space now already. Date, if it does not work, don't put a lot of things, squeezer, brothers, and all of those things that will put a lot of weight on dating, that when not working, you struggle to leave it. It's all of those things that brings a lot of entanglement. Dating needs to be between the two of you, and I need to go back to that same comment. It shouldn't be a community project. It should be the two of you, and you bringing who you are, not an idea, not what you are hoping, just you.
No, awesome stuff.
Hey, what is Puseliso saying?
Yeah, come through presupposing. Kufundekile man. Sifundisile msana, sifundisile.
Yeah.
Sifundile.
Yeah, sure, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for joining in. We love you. We appreciate you. And I mean, we will begin to consider having this kind of conversations more often, where you will come in and engage with us. But thank you for tuning in. Maybe even before we log off, while you're still thinking of some questions, let's advertise our merchandise.
Yeah.
You can see this is a hoodie.
Oh yeah.
This is a hoodie and
That's a sweater right there.
and this is a sweater. And we are selling them. We are
and
selling
soon
them.
we're gonna be having this on that.
Oh,
How
yes.
do you like that?
Oh yeah. We are on the move. So please do if you want to support this. I've said the other time that it costs us at least 300 rand, 350 to put an episode together.
Yeah.
So if you want to sponsor an episode, you are more than welcome to do so. If you want to sponsor this kind of work that we are doing, by any kind of donation or by buying our merchandise, it will help us.
Yeah.
This is 240. This is 220,
Yeah.
and we have t-shirts for 120 rand
Yeah.
only.
Yes.
And we do send them wherever you find yourselves, as long as it's within
South
Africa. So please do get the merchandise and support YouPlug. It helps us to continue to do what we are doing. We're obviously not profiting from this, but we want to be able to continue to do this kind of work. So please do that. Sponsor an episode, buy our merchandise, subscribe to our channel, share our content. That will help us to continue to do what we are doing.
And thank you for the 500 likes that we have
Oh,
on Facebook. It is a huge achievement. We are just over 430 subscribers on YouTube and just over 100 on Instagram. Thank you guys. It really means a lot. Please continue showing your support. And if you're not able to purchase our merchandise, at least liking, following, and watching, that also counts a lot. But thank you very, very much. We really appreciate you, you pluggers.
Yeah, thank you. We love you. We appreciate you. Thank you for plugging. Friends, remain plugged. This is where we say bye. Friends, remain plugged, remain connected. From Meg and I, ciao.
And then
continue the
and then if you no singing. If you watch our videos on YouTube, this is the part where we say, this production was brought to you by Imago Dei Media.
Oh yes, you nailed it. Keep well, guys. Take care. We love you. We appreciate you. Have a wonderful evening. Tell us what you think about this conversation. Continue to comment on this episode. Tell us what you think, what you feel. Do you think we should do this more often? We would like to hear from you.
Sure.
And of course, we take directives from you. So
Take
care and stay blessed. Keep on winning in relationships. Also, Meg, we forgot to say, for I want to extend an invite quickly to people who say it's a struggle to disentangle or to work around this kind of relationship. So it's either you hit us on this page or on Imago Dei page, sorry, not Imago Dei, to YouPlug page, or my personal, just hit inbox. We will see how we can best help you or help you find help. And
also, just to make it public, I know we're typical pastors. Let's say in conclusion 20 times and it never ends. But we want to extend our gratitude to Temba and Maria Matebula for opening their home to us to have our YouPlug special. I can already see the faces that are like, this is not necessary. But we really, really appreciate it.
Follow their work. Go to Bunene, do good. Follow their page and their content. They are very wonderful people.
Yes.
So we appreciate that. So remain plugged for the last time. Ciao. Oh goodness.